At the tack house, Chelsea arrives and apologizes to Victoria for dropping in. She relays that Adam went to Nice to tell the family what he discovered and to check on them. Victoria thinks that's a good move. Chelsea asks about Cole, and Victoria tells her he's gone. He didn't make it. He's dead. Chelsea gasps, "Oh, Victoria," and pulls her into a hug. Sitting, Chelsea says she knew Cole was sick, but didn't realize how bad things were. Victoria didn't either. She was blindsided. They were finally going to be a real family, and now he's gone. Chelsea's there for her whatever she needs. Victoria doesn't know what she needs right now. Chelsea learns the kids are gone and encourages her to air her pain out. Victoria says she cried earlier with Claire. Chelsea senses she's holding back and feels she has to be strong for Claire. Victoria confirms this. She can't be falling apart in front of her. Chelsea urges her not to keep things bottled up. She would be honored to be her sounding board. Victoria cries that she loved Cole and he loved her. "I want to hear his voice again. I want to feel his hand in mine. I need him here to make sense of this for me." She sobs. "I don't want to be alone." Chelsea takes her in her arms. Once Victoria's composed herself, talk turns to Adam going to Nice. Chelsea hasn't heard from them, but tells Victoria she and Adam suspect that Dumas is Kane, or his father Colin. Victoria finds this bizarre, but recalls that Lily was invited to France. This would certainly be a shock to her. As she leaves, Chelsea offers to have the kids over. She says she's sorry again and goes. Victoria finds a to-do list Cole had written and tells his photo he was a sweet man. She wants him to know she and Claire will be okay. They'll miss him, but she'll look after Claire, and they'll get through this. "I just want you to be at peace. Goodbye, Cole. I love you." In the train car in France, Lily finds Damien at her beside watching her sleep. He hopes he hasn't misread things. She tells him he hasn't. She hasn't been honest with herself about what she wants. "I want this. No more second-guessing. No more wasting time." He feels the same way. They kiss, but Damien turns into Kane. Lily awakens from the dream with a gasp. Lily gets up, dons her robe, and leaves her room. She ends up in the maze and gets turned around repeatedly, unable to find her way. Kane watches from his study and gets up to go to her. Meanwhile, Lily finds the area with the bench and calms herself. Damien appears, and she assures him she's okay. Lily and Damien discuss their inability to sleep. He says she seems on edge. Lily explains she had a strange dream and then got lost in the maze. She's just tired. This whole trip has been exhausting. She wants to go home. Damien tells her they're supposedly making progress. Lily snarks, "If you can believe anything Kane tells us." Oh. Damien remarks on her being in love with him in the past. She says she was, but there were too many mistakes and lies to count. Now she barely recognizes him. Damien suggests maybe Kane hasn't recovered from losing her. Damien can't imagine having his heart broken by her. It would wreck him. She's bewitching, intoxicating, and stands up for what she believes in. He can't blame Kane for wanting to pull out all the stops to win her back. Lily scoffs at the idea. She won't get into another failed relationship. "I need something new, and I'm not going to be held back in my life anymore." They kiss as Kane appears. Kane turns and walks away. Damien says, "Wow, that didn't feel like a performance." Lily assures him it wasn't. She wanted to kiss him. Damien's happy to have proof she actually likes him. He'd like to get out of there, but their options are limited. Lily thinks they should make the most of their situation. She won't let Kane or his games waste one more second of her life. They go off together. In Lily's room, Damien wants to be a gentleman and say goodnight, but Lily resists. He asks if she wants to play cards, but she's feeling rebellious. They joke about trying to drive the train, but neither of them have those skills. Damien asks if she has any other ideas. They start kissing. Pulling back, he asks if she's sure. Lily is sure. They resume kissing, and she drops her robe. In the maze, Kane pours whiskey and pounds his fist on the table before removing a chain with his wedding band on it from around his neck. Christine arrives at Society to find it set up for a romantic private date, and Danny wearing an apron. He declares that she's the lady of the hour and replaces the apron with a suit jacket. She admires the ambiance. and he confirms they have the place to themselves for the entire evening. "Tonight, we're going to celebrate." She asks what they're celebrating. He says they're celebrating the two of them. They have a lot of incredible memories together, and tonight may go down as the very best. Christine wonders if Danny was in the kitchen making his amazing pasta sauce. He tells her what happens in the kitchen stays in the kitchen. Taking her in his arms to slow dance, Danny tells Cricket she's breathtaking and hasn't aged a day since he first fell for her. She asks about all the covered dishes on the table. He won't let her jump ahead and makes them drinks. Danny proposes a toast to their connection, their past, and their future. Sitting, Danny unveils his famous pasta, and he and Christine dig in. He gushes about finally having downtime with her. They've been on tour so long, they don't really have a home base. He wonders where she'd want that to be, hypothetically speaking. Christine's not sure, but she doesn't care where they are as long as they're together. She's sure he wants to be close to Daniel and Lucy. Danny suggests they find a place together of their own. He recalls their old apartment with the freight elevator. She's sure it's long gone. Danny wants to take advantage of every second. Not everyone gets a second chance at love. Slow dancing, Christine tells Danny he's outdone himself tonight. She still wants to see what's under the other lids. Danny tells her there's a memento from their journey under each one. She's intrigued. She opens the first, and it's a drink. They flash to sharing a soda the first time they met. Christine tells him the memory makes her more excited about living together and him moving there. Danny tells her there's so much more. Under the next lid is a blue guitar pick, the recall that they became best friends at the concerts. Danny loved it when Christine was there, except when she was a distraction. He unveils a hammer and reminds her of a time she was making noise while pulling a prank. They flash to her teasing that she is becoming a groupie. Danny recalls that's when he realized that he felt more from her. Christine remembers that she turned down his offer to go on tour with him. Danny says his feelings have always been there. Continuing, Danny tells Christine that the next one is a bit of a hodgepodge. There's an etiquette book they used to teach Nina how to be a lady, and the colander they used in their old apartment while cooking together. Under another lid is a lei from their wedding in Hawaii. They flash back to him gifting her with a bracelet after getting married. Finally, Danny uncovers mementos from their first Christmas together. They flash to decorating their enormous tree. In the present, Cricket tells Danny how sweet this is. She's loved reliving these memories. Danny tells her their entire journey together comes down to this very moment, right here. Danny leads her to the last covered dish and asks her to open it. He can't guarantee it won't make her cry. She lifts the lid and sees a blue velvet box. Danny picks it up and tells her he couldn't imagine his life without her. It always felt so right when they were together, but he made mistakes and lost her. He regrets the moments and years they lost. He promised if he got another chance, he wouldn't ruin it. Christine wipes away tears as he drops to one knee, opens the box to reveal an engagement ring and proposes. Kristen cries that she never thought this day would come, but she loves him. Yes, 1,000 times, yes, I will marry you. He puts the ring on, and they kiss. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Pulse Canvas. It's me, Julie here. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Keep watching, so let's dive into today's video. The Young and the Restless spoilers for Friday, July 11th have Claire leaning on Holden, Kyle and Audra fighting temptation, and Adam scheming with Chelsea. On Friday's show, we're also going to see Kyle and Audra fight temptation. We know why Kyle wants to fight it. He doesn't want to break Claire's heart, and he probably also doesn't want to break his deal with Victor. If Kyle does, he's going to have to fork over $5 million and leave Genoa City. But why would Audra fight temptation? Does she not want to mess up Kyle's life by having a hand in ruining his relationship with Claire? We can't see Audra putting business ahead of Kyle under most circumstances. However, maybe Audra is developing genuine feelings for Kyle. We could see her pulling out of her deal with Victor so that Kyle can be happy. Claire is still mourning the loss of her father, Cole, who succumbed to Legionnaire's disease. Victoria has been there for her, but on Friday's show, there's going to be someone else supporting Claire, Holden. Watch for Claire to lean on Holden. He's already stepped up to help her, when she was having trouble breathing. Perhaps Holden can also help a grieving Claire move forward in life. On Friday's show, watch for Adam to conspire with Chelsea. These two have had a lot of conflict over the years. They've been torn apart time and time again. We could easily see Adam balking at Chelsea, wanting him to back away from the Newman-Abbott wars. But he hasn't done that. Adam appreciates what Chelsea is doing for him. Deep down, he knows she's doing the right thing. But how are they going to get Victor off their backs? These two will put their heads together and come up with a way to come out on top. These adorable pups and kittens have talent just like their famous Y&R parents. Most of the Young and the Restless cast are pet owners. The stars of the soap opera often show off their furry companions on social media. Now, the dogs and cats of many Y&R stars are featured in a new, adorable video. The pets of Y&R stars have become just as famous as their owners. With their moms and dads showing them off on social media, fans have gotten to know these adorable pups and kittens, and it appears that these pets might be trying to take their parents' job. The Y&R Insider YouTube channel posted a video with many of the cast's pets recreating the show's iconic opening credits. Sharon Case, Tracy Bregman, Melody Thomas Scott, Mark Grossman, and Joshua Morrow are a few of the stars whose dogs and cats are in the video. The pets prove they're just as talented as their parents as they strike a pose while the Y&R theme plays. As the animals are introduced, a caption underneath has them playing their owner's iconic role. The video has already gotten over 4,000 views since Tuesday, and fans can't get enough of the cuteness. "Very cute. Hope your cast members liked video too," commented one fan. "This is too funny," one viewer wrote. "That was so cute. Adorable," declared another fan. These adorable pets definitely stole the show and upstaged their famous owners. While they won't take over mom or dad's roles, maybe these pups can make an appearance on Y&R one day. Who was your favorite Y&R pet from the video? Let us know in the comment section below. Fans of The Young and the Restless agree that Jack was justified in going off on Billy. Jack didn't shy away from his feelings. On The Young and the Restless, he went off on Billy. Fans love this new side of Jack. They hope that he cuts his brother out of his life. Apparently, staying in a maze will drive anyone crazy. Jack got sick of seeing Billy gloating about going after Victor. Billy agreed to work with Kane to reclaim Chancellor. Jack even reached his breaking point. Jack is concerned about Billy's mentality, especially when it comes to Victor. Fans on one soap opera message board argued that Jack was justified in going off on Billy. The original poster wrote, "Jack is so through with Billy, and I think he made a number of good points." Billy went against his word. He promised Jack that he would focus on Abbott communications, but he's having shiny object syndrome. He wants to focus on the next big thing. Billy is a gambling addict who sees life the same way. He's only concerned about chasing his next winning hand. Jack tried to help Billy, and yet he still wants revenge. It's never enough for him. It's no wonder that Jack is fed up with his brother. I think Jack is justified in going off on Billy 1000%. Jack did this for Billy, and as Jack said, not Sally. One user responded. Sally ended up in the position that Billy was supposed to be in. Jack actually gave Sally the funding, not Billy. In another soap opera thread, fans speculated whether Jack is fed up with Billy. He's done everything he could to help him, but Billy is thirsty for revenge. Maybe Jack will finally cut him off for once and for all. The original poster wrote, "Jill finally learned and cut Billy off, and Jack needs to do the same. He needs to take a step back from Billy and let him sink or swim, because if they continue to be a crutch to him, he will never learn." Y&R fans agree. They're rooting for Jack to remove the funding. This will affect Sally's future, but she should know better than to mix business with pleasure. This has never worked out in her case. Billy needs to learn how to stand on his own 2 feet. He's way too old to play these games anymore. What are your thoughts? Do you agree that Jack was justified in going off on him? Do you think Jack will cut Billy off financially? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. The Young and the Restless spoilers and updates tease that Mariah Copeland could be arrested if her deadly secret is revealed. Will Mariah end up in prison when the truth is uncovered? When a flashback depicted Mariah in tears while holding a pillow, Numerous Y&R fans began to suspect that she had smothered the stranger she encountered during her business trip. The episode aired on July 8th, confirmed that Mariah did indeed suffocate that man, indicating that she has been concealing a murder all along. Mariah has been grappling with distressing memories of pressing that pillow against his face and extinguishing his life. Naturally, Mariah wouldn't take a life without a compelling motive. It appears that Mariah lost control due to her ongoing struggles with Ian Ward, possibly triggered by an Ian hallucination or a comment from the stranger that set her off. Mariah was intoxicated as well, which surely added to her bewilderment and provided her with the false bravery to act as she did. This was a terrible error that Mariah profoundly regrets, yet she cannot reverse the nightmare of it all now. So far, Mariah has succeeded in keeping the secret hidden, but what will happen when it inevitably surfaces? It seems probable that Mariah will ultimately face arrest and be locked away for her actions. Given the immense guilt and remorse she is experiencing, perhaps she might even consider calling the authorities on herself to make a complete confession. Ultimately, Mariah may see this as her only path forward. Regardless of the situation, Mariah could be facing significant prison time if she is charged with murder. You can be sure that Tessa Porter will be in a panic if her wife and Aria Porter Copeland's other mother ends up serving years in prison. This could provide yet another reason for Tessa to seek comfort from Daniel Romalotti Jr. Gil. Sharon Newman will be taken aback when she learns about Mariah's troubling secret, but she might not stop trying to help her daughter out of this predicament. Even if Mariah is willing to admit guilt, maybe Michael Baldwin can use his skills to help Mariah avoid punishment with a temporary insanity plea or another legal tactic. Should she revisit her path or move on? Lily is normally all about business these days, but she has men on her mind these days. She thought about Kane and Damien on a recent episode of The Young and the Restless. Who does she really want, and who's the better man for her? Lily found herself in the middle of two men, once again. This time, it's Damien and Kane. At first, Lily didn't seem romantically interested in Damien. She just likes the idea of a man falling for her every whim. Despite her hesitation, the two recently kissed. Now, her feelings for him have changed. Lily admitted to Damien that she's been wanting to kiss him, which is unbeknownst to us. She hasn't given us any idea that she was even in the slightest bit interested in him. However, she also hasn't gotten over Kane, which is surprising and interesting. She's still grappling with her feelings for these two men. Who should Lily end up with? On the Wednesday, July 10th episode of Y&R, Kane pulled off the engagement ring he was wearing as a necklace. He revealed his plan to propose to Lily. Kane had hopes they would get back together like it was old times. But it's not that easy since he disappeared from their family years ago. Those dreams are dashed now that he's seen her lock lips with Damien. It would make sense as to why Lily and Kane wouldn't work. Kane loves using Lily as his little toy. They share history, but that doesn't mean it's a good thing. Kane deceived Lily and kept secrets from her. He faked his death and recently pretended that he was living a double life as a mystery billionaire. Let's also not forget that Kane was unfaithful to Lily. He drunkenly slept with Juliet Hulton, which resulted in a son, Sam. Every time she gave him a chance, he would deceive her again. Damien is a bit rough around the edges. He also lied about his identity when he first arrived in Genoa City, but he's come around and become a better man. Lily should give him a chance if she wants something new and different. However, she shouldn't play with Damien's heart if she's really not interested in him. On the other end, she shouldn't end up with Kane because she's going to get hurt again. The Young and the Restless spoilers for Thursday, July 10th, suggest some major moments in Genoa City. Someone has a painful decision ahead, while another makes a bold move, and a character proposes. What's set to unravel during Thursday's show? Time to find out! The Young and the Restless spoilers for Thursday, July 10th, imply that Victoria Newman will be forced to make a painful decision, and it sounds like this has to do with Cole Howard's passing. Will she decide to move forward with a memorial without her family? As fans know, Victor Newman, Nikki Newman, Nick Newman, and Kyle Abbott are all in Nice right now and cannot be reached by cell because there is no service. If she gets an update from Adam Newman, will she move forward or decide to postpone things? Victoria and Claire Newman need to say goodbye to Cole, but can they do so without a support system around? Meanwhile, in France, Lily Winters will make a bold move, and it sounds like she'll reach in for a kiss where Damian Kane is concerned. The plot will thicken when Kane Ashby strolls along the maze and catches them in the act. Will he interrupt or walk away? In some fun news, The Young and the Restless spoilers for Thursday note that Danny Romalotti will ask Christine Blair to marry him. Fans of cricket and the rock star will be on cloud nine during the July 10th show, as Danny organizes the ultimate romantic evening to pop the question. But will Christine say yes, or will she be hesitant, considering their past? Fans will have to tune in to find out. From July 11th to 18th, 2025, The Young and the Restless will be exploring the complications of a stabbing at Kane Ashby's party in Nice, including the ensuing investigation and the pressure put on Damian Kane. Back in Genoa City, Adam Newman will be executing Victor's plan to foil Kane's rise through dirty tricks, while getting Chelsea Lawson in on the act. Meanwhile, the romance situation will get messy as Kyle Abbott puts his relationship with Claire at risk, when he gives in to temptation with Audra Charles. Additionally, Lily Winters struggles to suppress her feelings for Kane while exploring something new with Damian. The stabbing that occurs during the party in Nice will create an instant panic, subsequently launching an investigation. Upon discovery that Damian Kane handled the knife that became the weapon used to attack the target, he will become the primary suspect, with the person committing the crime wearing gloves. The only fingerprints discovered may be Damian's, thus creating a difficult situation with the local authorities. The authorities will first start interviewing the guests present, and they will begin to suspect several party members. Lots of questions will arise about who the culprit is, and whether Chance Chancellor, who appears to be doing a little too much digging into the wrong secrets, might be the next target. The investigation will be the focus of the storyline, while the characters will be appropriately concerned for themselves or their loved ones. At France, Kyle Abbott will head closer to devastation. Audra Charles will continue to create situations that are charged, making Kyle take one step deeper into treachery. Their actions will have significant implications for Kyle's relationship with Claire Newman and for Audra in her tie with Nate Hastings. Kyle will deal with guilt but try to repress what happened. However, if he connects with Claire to make amends and finds out about Cole Howard's death, regret may come knocking. Audra will find herself under increasing pressure as her relationship with Kyle draws closer to a point that could disrupt her emotional life and her status in regards to Vibrante and Victor Newman. Lily Winters will internally struggle as she pursues a relationship with Damian while still having feelings for Kane. The kiss with Damian will provide an example of what could happen, but Kane will not be far from Lily's mind. He will continue to haunt Lily both literally and figuratively, with both dreams and memories acting against her will to move forward. To make matters worse, if Lily is the one to find the injured victim post-stabbing, her thoughts will be sent into a tailspin. Her response may gauge how she sees Damian's potential participation and may cause her to reacquaint herself with Kane under tremendous emotional duress. In Genoa City, Adam Newman will take the center stage in the battle against Kane's growing stakes. With Victor Newman away, Adam will lead the charge, creating a counter-strategy based solely on whatever Kane has planned. Chelsea Lawson will be right there beside Adam to support him fully. Together, they will go on the attack, using personal knowledge and deceitful tactics to try to destroy the opposition. What they will do will be more than just business manipulation. It is very much a personal mission to engage, rouse, and create collateral damage. Adam will be put to the test, with both loyalty and integrity being questioned, while Chelsea may find herself going over the line of ethical propriety to ensure their interests are protected. While the majority of the storyline will focus on deception and danger, Christine Blair and Danny Romalotti will provide a rare bright light. After days of numerous expositions, Danny's romantic proposal will finally put them on the road to getting married. The couple will take a few moments to articulate their mutual considerations and perhaps start a new chapter together. Their story will round out the spread, albeit softly, from the heavier drama being played out on canvas elsewhere. Set in Genoa City, The Young and the Restless is a long-running American daytime soap opera, first airing in 1973. It revolves around the lives of the affluent families in Genoa City, like the Winters, the Newmans, and the Abbotts. On The Young and the Restless, the character of Danny Romalotti is portrayed by Michael Damian. Danny was introduced in the year 1981 by the current actor Michael Damian. Damian has been playing the role of Danny for over 40 years now. Danny has been a central character on the soap and has been at the center of several major story arcs. Michael Damian is an American actor, director, singer, and writer who was born on April 26, 1962, in San Diego, California. Damian boasts a vast portfolio, which not only includes award-winning roles, but also a hit record that charted on Billboard. He has also gained critical acclaim for his work in the writing and direction world. Damian was recognized because of his performance on American Bandstand in 1981, following which the producers of The Young and the Restless reached out to him, landing him the role of Danny Romalotti. According to IMDb, Damian has co-written, directed, and produced 3 films for 20th Century Fox, namely Flicka 2, Flicka, Country Pride, and Marley and Me, The Puppy Years. He has also written and produced projects like the indie comedy Hot Tamale, Moondance Alexander, A Princess for Christmas, and High Strung. Apart from his contribution to cinema, Damian is also an active contributor in the theater industry. He has been a part of Broadway musicals like Andrew Lloyd Webber's Joseph and the amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. It was Damian's cover of the David Essex song Rock On that brought him major worldwide recognition as it charted at number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart. Further, he gained more popularity because of his single Was It Nothing at All. He also sang the theme song of the hit sitcom Saved by the Bell. Apart from playing Danny Romalotti on The Young and the Restless for over 4 decades, Damian has also had cameos on other projects like The Bold and the Beautiful, Young Doctors in Love, and The Facts of Life. In the current scenario of The Young and the Restless, Danny Romalotti proposed to his longtime love interest, Christine Cricket Blair, played by Laura Lee Bell. In an interview with People magazine dated July 9, 25, Damian Bell revealed an exciting insight about their characters. They said that in the episode airing on July 10, 2025, the couple will take a step forward in their relationship. The couple who started dating in the late 80s has gone through several challenges. They first got married in Hawaii. However, due to several conflicts, they got separated. More specifically, when Phyllis Summers got involved. The Young and the Restless spoilers tease that Mariah Copeland will have quite a legal mess to sort out in the weeks ahead. After killing the older stranger in the hotel on a business trip, she has felt out of sorts. Mariah distanced herself from Tessa Porter as she dealt with the emotional wreckage the murder caused. She doesn't know how to admit the truth to her wife. She entertained the company of a stranger and snapped. She smothered him with a decorative pillow. Now she's facing legal consequences. Eventually, Mariah's secret will come to light. Someone will remember seeing her with the stranger and want to speak to her. She was the last person to see him alive. Perhaps, at first, they just want to talk to her. It shouldn't take long for Mariah to be the prime suspect. The Young and the Restless spoilers state that Mariah was drunk when the murder occurred. She didn't remember everything at first, but she remembers everything now. Mariah feels guilty and believes she should pay for taking the man's life. It may not be completely Mariah's fault. Ian Ward tormented Mariah for a long time. He had just died when she left on the business trip. It's like she was suffering from PTSD and snapped. We still don't know what happened in the hotel room to make her snap. It is also possible that someone else was in the room. Mariah may have blacked that information out. Stranger things have happened on The Young and the Restless. When Sharon learns of her daughter's arrest, she will spring into action. She won't believe that her daughter can kill someone in this manner. She will insist something else must have happened. Mariah is a good person. The Young and the Restless spoilers say that Sharon will reach out to Nick Newman to help her daughter. Nick is blown away by the news. He urges Sharon to call Michael Baldwin to help them navigate the legal process. Nick tells Sharon they will help Mariah. He doesn't think Mariah could have done this, and even if she did, Nick believes there must be a good reason. They agree to stand by Mariah no matter what and fight these charges to make sure Mariah comes home to her family.